is exactly like this. You will have beyond your imagination things that you can handle, things you might not just fall in that lake and goodbye, and everything is done. And that's why when they say to select your spouse, what do you need? You need to ask yourself a question. Is this the right person to be the father or the mother of my children? Look far down. Not, she is cute, he is so good, I have fun, he is funny. Those are just trivial things. They are not supposed to be a factor of determining who is going to be my spouse. And at the same time, I have to prepare myself to face all these kind of difficulties in my way to my goal. That's the flag. That flag means this is my goal where I want to go, and I have to be prepared to face all these difficulties, but I am determined to reach my goal. So this, what you need before, when you get married, you need to take your expectations and throw them in the trash and learn the reality and prepare yourself to go through it. That's number 2. And number 3 is understanding. Yeah. What does that mean? If you're gonna do anything, what they do, at least if you're gonna go work in a fast food, they give you orientation and show you few times how to do it. You're gonna flip hamburger, but still, you have to go through orientation and learn the process, and somebody will lead you through it. You learn it, okay? But you know what? We just get married. Never acquire knowledge or expertise or understanding. And then we are shocked when things are not the way we think or the way we wish. And so it is required for actually more than anything else to learn deeply Islamic perspective of marriage and what is expected and how I can overcome all these obstacles and problems. So this is the pillar number 1. Happy family. You need to have your perceptions really built on facts. And I'm alert of it, how it is formed and how I am perceiving something. Second, expectations, because my mom said this, my father said, my family this, my village, my sheikh, all of these, just drop them away. You are different person and she is different person than anything that you have heard before. So I am prepared to explore who is this person and how can we go through the journey together. So number 2, internal relationship, we'll come to it, external relationship. These are 2 main factors. Internal relationship between the spouses and maybe the children and maybe the in-laws, which is the big factor. External is the whole community and society, from school to other. Number 4 is continuously growing. And we are going to grow in finance. And we are going to talk about family finance and especially budgeting. The source of many problems is money. And it's not because money less or more, because there is no clear, agreed upon budget. And then we fight. Why that's spent this way, why that's spent this way. And then to grow intellectually. Learning is must for family to stay basically floating, and spiritually, and also physically. You know what the first 3 surah given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, number 1 what? Iqra, right? So if you read, which part of you is going to grow? Huh? Yeah, here. If you keep reading, this is going to grow. And Allah said, read, and lift it that way. Read limitlessly, continuously, forever, anything you like to read. There are priorities, but doesn't matter. The key point is read so you can keep this part of you growing. And the second one Allah has revealed to Prophet Muhammad in Surah Al-Muzammil. Ya ayyuha al-Muzammil qum al-layla illa qalila. So if you stay up at night, pray and recite Quran, which part of you is going to grow? Your soul, your iman, your conscience, your feeling, your inner world is going, your passion, your love, all is going to grow. And the third one, he said, Ya ayyuha al-muddaththir qum fa'anzir. So if you are socially active, interacting with people, not looking for existence, looking for influence, which part of you is going to grow? Yeah, body, physically. You get to run here and there and here and there, and interact with people. And so, this is the first prescription to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Read, stay up and pray and recite Quran, and then go and mingle with people on the street in order to influence them. Honestly, our ultimate goal right now is to exist. Just leave us alone. We want to live in peace. But Allah does not expect you that way. Expect you to influence. What is it? وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. It is expected from you to influence what is around you, not to exist. And then that is another number 5. The pillars is the biggest problem. You know, at the time of wedding and honeymoon, everything is neat and clean and perfume and iron, and give it 6 months, everybody just never takes a shower, or maybe once a week, clothes are wrinkles, dirt, and you just come and your hair is never taken care of, your face. This is your wife and this is your husband. If you are supposed to beautify yourself for your spouse, it's must. Just the way you saw her and the way she saw you the first day, this should be continuous. Neatness, fitness, and well-being. Yeah, I invited the community to my farm, and I have horses, and said, okay, we're going to ride. I swear by Allah, none of them was able to climb the horse. We have to put a chair and pull them up. What is this? Islamically, it's wrong. You can't be that way. Now, and the 6th one is, there are factors that depleting your energy. All right, let's start with this. ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. Among his signs that he created for you from yourself. I'm gonna stop quiet and let you think what he's saying. What Allah is saying. Created for you from yourself. Spouse. What does it mean? So your spouse is what? Is your spouse stranger? Allah said, from anfusikum. Your spouse is part of you. Not outside you. Not someone stranger. Min anfusikum. In the minute we see I and her is gone. It's always we. There is none I and her, or her and me. None. What we say in Surah Al-Fatiha. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدها الصراط المستقيم. Right? What do we say? Oh Allah guide me and Allah guide her. No. What do you say? Guide us all the time. That is number 1. If your perception, she is someone different than you, outside you, you are going to just be partner then that is not what Islam expects. This, the Prophet ﷺ, one time, he saw Fatima, radiallahu ta'ala, and she was hungry. He doesn't have food. He asked Sahaba, anybody has food? Somebody brought him food and took it to her, and he was kind of crying. They asked him why. He said, Bid'atum, she is from me, is myself, she is part of me. And he said, so for Aisha, for everybody. You have to think of that. And this is when it's going to come, had a lot of consequences, bad or good. You consider it stranger from outside, there are a lot of bad consequences. You consider her or she consider you part of herself, a lot of good consequences. Now that is number one, min anfusikum. Azwajan. Now zawj, what is in English, zawj? What is zawj in English? Huh? Spouse or? Huh? Pair. Yeah, what is this? What do you call this? Pair of glass. Can you use one without the other one? What is, how do you walk? With pair, with foot, socks. That Allah said, azwaj means no one can stand alone. And what? What do you see this? All the time together. All the time together. And Islam allowed the spouse to be separated maximum 6 months. But azwaj means they are always together, and they only functional when they are really stuck together forever and all the time. That is number 2, azwajan. Third one, litaskunu. Taskunu, place you dwell. And the best place is your home. And what is the best place in your home? Your bed when you sleep. Tired? You go to bed and relief. So, 3 levels of tranquility and happiness. You find in her and she finds in you this. So many problems, go home and rest. Go to your bed and rest. So many problems, go to her and get the rest and the tranquility. So many problems, go to him and get the rest and the tranquility. Taskunu. Now, the question, if you always complain, my house is mess, my house is this, whom do you blame? It's your house. Anybody dictate on you to do it that way? Why are you complaining? Who's going to stop you from doing it the way you want? No, she won't stop you. Now, we said that's a good one. So, the wife. So now he's assuming her and me. And we just said there is no her and me. It's only we. Okay? looks like Shahri's going to be in trouble. I hope your wife is not here. Okay. So, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. And the fourth one, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. All right. Here we have to stand up. In Islam, the husband is supposed to do what? To provide the wife. With what? The basic need of life, right? Food, shelter, clothes, and all other necessities. It's must on a man, on a husband, to provide his wife with his basic need of life. Do you think that's enough? That's why إن في ذلك لآية. Now with the word جعل, what is جعل? Allah made. Means Allah is going to create this. You select the right spouse, and you have this mentality of who is your spouse. Allah will bring into this couple, into this pair, a mawadda and rahmah. Now mawadda, when you are young, what happened? I mean, everybody, the wife looking to her husband and feel proud, this is mine, and feel happy, and energy is being there. And the same thing for the other part. But for how long that is going to last? Huh? The time goes by, and then you start losing your beauty, your attraction. You're good looking, that's eminent. And that feeling, that charge was there at the early stage, is decaying by the day because you're getting older. And gray hair and wrinkled skin and all of these things. And sometimes actually, most of the people turn to be ugly when they get old. Okay? So what the wife is gonna look at, what a curse I have got in my house. Or what the husband is gonna say. What Allah said? Rahmah. Allah will send rahmah. And they will stay together just as they were together. They never separate. Okay. So if emotional attachment goes up to the sky, emotional attachments between the spouses, if it goes up to the sky, then the individualism should go down to the ground. Do you understand this? Is it clear? If attachment means affection is there, and she is attached to you, you are attached to her strongly, there is no I and you. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. This will never be there. But as we think we are two separate individuals, we're only part of them, then that is the problem. So we are going to move forward because I don't know, and rahmah and anfusikum. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. What we say in every Friday, what we say. We read 3 verses in every khutbah all time. But it goes just like that. First word, Allah, the Khatib say, اتقوا الله حق تقاته. Right? يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته. That's number 1. And number 2, يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة. So me and her originally same. So why I'm thinking different? Oh, I'm better, or I'm preferred, or I'm superior. Or she is superior and better. Allah said, خَلَقَكُمْ يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ اتَّقُوا رَبَّكُمُ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ مِنْ نَفْسٍ وَاحِدَةٍ. So our origin is one. Same. Exactly by all means and ways. And then Allah has explained in Surah An-Nisa the rest of the relationship. And the third one, the Khatib said what? اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا. What destroy family is this. What destroy family is what you say. Allah said you are allowed to say only قولا سديدا. You don't say قولا سديدا and you say everything else. How the peace and love and parity is going to continue. And so here the example, as Allah said, do you see what is this? Right? So did you force me to get it? Is it my choice? My taste? You present me to you, protect me, keep me warm, right? Enhance my appearance. It fits me. Allah said the husband and wife is just like the body and the body. front of the people. You feel how you fight your wife or your wife is basically use bad words against you. You feel proud of it. This is sad reality, and I tell you, forever there are couple. She was born and raised here. And sponsored him to come from Pakistan. He's a doctor. She's a doctor. But he's a doctor. What happened? He worked in the hospital. All these cute, beautiful nurses, blue eyes, with blonde hair. There, his kid helping her and his wife to this, and then he started distancing himself, and they find out they have to fight, have kids. Wallahi, he has spent $400,000 to harm his wife in order to get the children. Where Islam is? Every Friday I stand up, he's in the front line. Wallahi. What happened to these concepts that Allah has given him? Okay. Do not marry your daughter except to someone who has piety. If he loves her, he will crown her as a queen. If he does not love her, he will never do injustice to her. Do you hear what he said? لا تزوج ابنتك إلا لصاحب تقوى. إن أحبها جعلها توجها ملكا. وإن كرهها لا يمكن أن يظلمها. So said, get your daughter married to someone who has piety, has taqwa, has the consciousness of Allah. If he loves her, he will make her queen. If he doesn't, he will never do injustice to her. What does mean? And that's why in the Quran from A to Z, whenever the matter of family comes, taqwa, taqwa, in Surah Al-Baqarah, in everywhere, the only solution to family problems is taqwa. Other than that, everybody will claim something. So let's go, because I don't know how much time we have, let's go to the second aspect. Two major problems. Number one is, as we said, money. If you do not have a budget that both of us agreed upon, problems always will be there. And here we're going to go quickly. It is must that a Muslim family has a budget, and they know exactly what they are going to do and how they're going to do it. Let's see. Budget, right? Are you technically like it? This session will set you on a path to identify, develop your financial goal, examine how financial values come into play, discuss basic budgeting terminology, explore tools to develop your personal budget, talk about challenges and barriers to budgeting, and discuss. So this is, we're going to go quickly. Money management can stir up stuff within us. Anger, guilt, frustration, sense of hopelessness, anxiety, fear, and avoidance. Because you didn't have a budget. It's not the money less or more. You didn't have a budget. All of this as a consequences of that you do not have a budget. Why budget? It's a necessity to control personal spending, save, and avoid debt. We don't have to go through this one. Let's say here. Don't wait until you are financially on your feet to begin to budget. A budget is nothing more than the activity of balancing income versus expenses. Let's see here. So we have essential expenses that must have, and then essential expenses I didn't have to have. That's the first key of budget. You have to put a list. There are many examples. This is must have. How much they are going to cost. This is, I would like to have, but I don't have to have. How much is going to cost me? So, are the basic ones. You're going to pay rent or insurance or car or taxes or food, electricity, phone. And here, non-essential. Clothing, books, movies, video, games, other items. These are not essential. So, you got to make. We're not going to go through this one. Let's just quickly. I'm going to show you some numbers of this budget. What he's done. He doesn't have a budget. He ran out of money. He prayed. Oh God. It's okay. but the writer put, he's not going to get any money. You can pray as much as you want. And then money comes only work and budget. Okay. And actually, that's what we do most of the time. Let's see. This is how detailed budget. We don't have really to go through it. I'm going to come to the last liabilities. Okay, what is the balance sheet? Asset, liabilities, and the difference is basically what for your budget. What can you cut to budget? You have to come up with the list. What can I cut? Not what can I spend. And that is where you are going to be in good shape. But if you think the other way around, the goals, basically there is a standard that 30% should be going for business, 10% for health, 10% it has your income. It got to be for saving, 10%. So there is a list of how much, where you have to have this budget. I don't have to. Oh my God. Okay. All right, here. This is the standard, and especially in this society. 25% should be for your housing, whether it is mortgage or apartment. 10% utility and phone. 15% transportation. 12% dining out. Saving 10%. Entertainment 5%. Medical 5%. Gift and donation 10%. Clothing, shoes 5%. And different stuff 3%. This is standard. If you go to a financial counselor or somebody to lead you and guide you, these are the number where you need to really stay within those frames. More or less a little bit, that's fine. 25, it is 30, fine. If it is 20, is better. But if you are off this, you are basically heading to where? To bow and ask the sky to rain money. And it will never happen. Okay. Let's go to the next. All right. There are 30 problems that cause 30 core disagreements between wife and husband. Not showing enough love or affection. That is causing problem. Number 2, lack of communication. And we just said every Friday. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا. When you say the word, you know the word is greater harm than bullets. Many people get hurt, destroyed, commit suicide because they heard something from someone dear to them, someone they appreciate. So you really have to be careful what you say. And if it is not encouragement, if it is not positive, you better not say it. So, lack of communication, one not paying enough attention to the other. Number 4, not being appreciated. you express that? I don't know why I married you. I don't know how I was thinking when I get you. These are bullets, basically, keep destroying their family and the house. Feelings. Now, here the Americans, what they have, something called what? Called dating. No, the wrong way. Dating should be between wife and husband. It is required that take your spouse once a month on a real date. So to renew and to refresh and to enhance and enforce the relationship and the love and affection. And there is something yearly, wedding. You do it one time and that's it? No, every year you should have a wedding. That's where relationship is going to basically blossom all the time, always good. So jealousy and talking on an, do you know how many ex that people here? Oh, that's my ex-boyfriend, that's my ex-husband. What, you know what does it mean? I mean this person being conditioned to what? To break relationship when they feel they don't like it. So they are dating and divorce, conditioning the person to let go. The relationship that is supposedly sacred. Wife and husband, when they get married, the relationship, the bond is a sacred and it is a form of worship. It's not partner. It is bad we say it contract. It is not a contract. It is a covenant. Marriage agreement, it is a covenant. Should be never broken. When we say contract, okay, a contract, and one party doesn't want it, okay, everybody goes his way. That is another problem, being possessive. Means I want to control. And past relationship, whose friend, and then housekeeping, most problem is housekeeping, and other issues we don't have to go through all of this. So, in general, because the time is here, first you have to define yourself and throw away your expectations and adhere and learn the reality and then learn. You get married and without any learning, it's just bad. Right? So the example they were given, the pilot said, get everybody on the plane. So where are we going to go? And when we are there, we'll talk about it. So they flew the plane, get everybody on the plane, and took off. While they are skyboard, say, okay, where to go? And there were 300 in the plane, and there were 300 destinations. And keep negotiating, good talking, forever. Then what happened? They ran out of fuel. So what happened? They crashed. That crash caused divorce. Before you take off, you get to know the way. جزاكم الله خير. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت. أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Time for adhan. And these papers are available. Inshallah, we'll get to you if you want it. Assalamu alaikum wa billahi tawfiq. وإياكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر